Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So they tell me that this person is invisible. So I take that to mean that they may be watching you, but they're not letting you know it. You cannot see them, so they would give off the impression that they're not interested. Okay. They could be giving you the cold shoulder. I feel like there's silence. It's like there's a stalemate going on here. I feel like this person is very moody. They're not being cooperative, or they were not being cooperative to this point. You were unable to work together, and that's one of the key things that's going on here. The Three of Coins is in the reverse. King of Coins is in the reverse. King of Coins is in the reverse again over here. The Three of Coins is a repeating card. You have it here and on the dice. So at the heart of the reading, that's the problem, is that somebody was unable to work with you or agree with you, and they withdrew and made themselves invisible. Okay, and so you probably don't know what's going on with this person, right? For some reason, this person, they feel that something is really unfair. So, but the thing is, this person is way up in their head. Okay, they have the Aquarius card was the first card out in this reading, so that tells me where their head is. Okay, so and the Libra card is also here, so we have two air cards here, and so the Libra card is in the reverse, which is a lot like the Justice card, which is also here. And so, goodness, I feel like this person really feels, it's like that woe is me type of energy, and they really feel like they got the short end of the stick, or that they didn't get what they wanted. I feel like they don't know, so here you go, they don't know which foot to stand on about getting back onto that ship. So this is about getting back together. So because there's people here at that on the shoreline, and they don't know which foot to stand on. There's a lot of emotion. You can see how the water is rolling there, and this is about getting on board. Okay, so the ship sails, seems like it's sailing to the past. It was very rocky in the past. This person, their attention is on getting to the truth of something, or seeing the truth, or getting answers, or giving answers. Okay. I feel though that they need some answers, because there's a cage here with the door flung open. So, and the bird is up here. So what they want is to get a bigger view. So they want answers to questions that's on their mind. They're facing the past, they're facing the justice, and they're facing this Aquarius card. So they're really, I think, overthinking something. Okay, so I feel like they're imagining the worst. And in that energy, it makes them very moody. Okay, and it's kind of like a trap, really, because they want to come out, but then they start imagining the worst, and that keeps them stuck where they are. Possibly a pattern for this person, negative thinking. So here's the duel that's going on. You see at the bottom, it's exactly what the card is called. Yeah, see, if you can, the duel. So that's exactly what this card is. There was a duel having to do with a conversation, or an agreement of some kind, because justice is here. That could be about contracts and agreements. This has to do with working together to build something. So this is about whether or not there's a relationship, possibly. Um, they want the opportunity, or they're looking at the opportunity of maybe ending this stalemate. This is something they began, so they withdrew, and here they are sitting, waiting patiently, thinking. Okay, so they're very moody. They may be holding a grudge because he can hold a grudge and so can he, um, with regards to a past situation where they felt they weren't getting what they wanted. That's what caused them or to end up here. Yeah, they didn't think they were going to get what they wanted. They're still unsure of that. They're going back and forth. Um, the thing is, this person is very fearful. They've had a lot of bad experiences, but they are longing to end this stalemate. They are longing to work things out with you, you know. Um, they want you back. Oh boy, do they want you back. Oh, and so they want you back, and but they're looking over here at the death card and the three of coins. So this three of coins is somebody who ended up alone because they were unwilling to compromise, to understand. They may have thrown down their tools, and see the tools, how they're scattered on the bench, and they just didn't finish something. So now, so this could have ended abruptly. In the manner that I'm feeling this card in the moment is that they got upset, threw the tools down. I kind of see a child throwing their things, having a little tantrum. I think that's what happened. They kind of blew a fuse. And now they're looking back at it. They're looking back at the past. And there's a realization here about change and how there needs to be some drastic change in order for them to get back what they lost. That's the realization that we see here. So, although it is feeling unfair at this point, they're realizing that, they're realizing that it wasn't all the other person, that they were unwilling to listen, to compromise. So there's recognition of a part they played in it, which is really good. And so there's recognition that change has to happen, and we have Temperance over here, and she is all about making adjustments in order to restore the balance. They want this period, this cycle here to end, and work together. It's what they want. But they've got all of these negative thoughts that bombard them every time they think of doing this, of going back. They're very, very fearful. Those swords are something that they need to deal with. Those are the ghosts of the past that haunt them. These are past experiences that they've had. and they can go, these experiences can go all the way back to childhood, things we see, hear, learn. And so this person really wants to go back and fix things, but we see that they're very afraid. They have recognized the part they played in this. And this cycle just, it doesn't feel like it's over. They still really feel connected to you. And I feel like they are, even though there is some bitterness here, maybe a large part of it is the way that they acted, the way that they handled that agreement, negotiation, conversation, whatever was happening back here, because he is the negotiator, but he didn't agree, okay, on something. And so it feels like despite his fears, I feel like this person really believes in the connection. This is believing in something so much that you push forward despite your fears. Okay, so, and that belief is what will give them the strength to actually do this, These fears have a power over them, but it's creating them a lot of misery. And it's time for them to actually stand up to them and face those fears, so that they then can be released. Yeah, so they're seeing, at this point, they see the bigger picture of what took place. Okay, so now with this, see, new information is given to this person. New information has been given to them. We see it here, and we see it in the Hangman. And so here they're receiving the information, and now there's an understanding, and with this new information that they have got through this reflection, and the High Priestess is also here, so through this very deep reflection, they've received the information they needed to, and they now understand how to save the relationship, and here they come with a new opportunity. This may have taken time because it is the Knight of Pentacles. He takes his time with things. He really thinks things through. And so it may have taken quite some time. Also, the fact that this person was very stubborn, it may have taken them time to see this, to receive this information, to actually take that deeper look, to actually stand up to their fears, to see the bigger picture of what really happened and accept responsibility for their part, or the part that they played in that. And with justice, do the right thing. So what we have here is the water fairy. And these are markers along the path. So the water fairy is about feelings and emotions, happy, sad, She reminds you that feelings may be running the show, or at least they were anyway. This person can be feeling over emotional. She would ask them to consider how you really feel about, things, and why. I feel this is something they've done. She reminds you that you're not your feelings, but you are the one experiencing them. And ask you to remember that as water flows, emotions do change. It's time to lose your rigidity, to become fluid and willing at times to compromise, you see. And so that just fits so perfectly with those three of coins and this one here in reverse at the central issue. This is about compromising and allowing change to happen. So there was a fear of change, and we saw that here. So she's here to remind you to be mindful of the power of emotions and how they affect you. She also says, remember that feelings are the fuel for manifesting. So be certain that you want to create what you're feeling. Allow your feelings to pass through and focus on the positive. Now, it's interesting because she's followed up by the fear and the serpent. So the fear is the next marker, and most likely is what's causing all of these feelings. Okay, so this marker would ask you would ask you to identify how fear is affecting you on this part of your journey. What are you afraid of, and is that fear valid? Have you seen actual evidence of adversity and trouble, or are you seeing false evidence which gives the appearance of being real? Now that's a very important question. Fear can be a crippling companion and indicates a loss of faith and connection to the divine. Remember that the divine doesn't give you anything you can't handle. And interestingly, we have this serpent. And so the serpent is a card of healing. It is gaining knowledge, gaining new information, or understanding of a situation. Okay, which just, these cards, I mean, they just fit. They're so perfect. The serpent's message is one of healing and of gaining knowledge. Whatever situation you are in right now is meant for this purpose. It's meant to heal and to gain knowledge. This knowledge is important for your growth. You could be suffering because there are aspects of yourself that are wounded and still need tending. Now is the time for this. You may need to rest and meditate and allow this knowledge to come to consciousness with this card. And there's the High Priestess. I mean, how perfect is this message? Wow. And so now is the time for healing. It's time to take back your control. Your fears have had a power over you, or they, whoever this is, for a long time. And what have those fears brought you? Assess the value of that. And when you do this, and when you go through this process, you will set yourself free from it. I mean, it's right here at the heart of the reading. You will succeed. Look how the cage is flung open, and look where the bird is, up there. You will succeed and get that bigger picture. You or they. And so if this is happening to you, then just know that some very huge change is happening, and this person is coming. They're doing the work. They're making the adjustments, and they are coming. So I feel like this stalemate that's going on between the two of you is about to end, and somebody who has made themselves invisible is about to reappear. And I feel they internally, this person will have changed, and you will see that externally. You'll be able to notice it. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.